Hello and welcome to Adorabuild. My name is Ruth and my little dog is called Pucky. And today what I thought would be really cool would be to get you guys involved with a modification build that I am going to do. So as I was going through my Celebrating 2018 video, I realised that I did really like the Lego Friendship House this year. However, it didn't make my top 10 because there were too many modifications that I wanted to make to it. So I thought in this video it would be a really great opportunity to start those modifications, see how far I can get, and have you guys join in with me as well. So let's go take a look at the set. So the Lego Friendship House was released in 2018 and the set number is 41340. I also think that with this set it goes really well with the mission vehicle, which did make my top 10, and what I'd really like to be able to do is to make the garage a little bit taller so that then the mission vehicle can fit in to the garage when all the accessories are on top. So I have been really lucky because in the January sales I have been able to pick up a second set. So I'm going to unbox this now and start to have a little bit of a think and to try and figure out how I can modify the Friendship House to make it modular and to fit the mission vehicle inside. Okay, so my first few steps were to remove the top sections of the Friendship House. So that included both the balconies and the top 3 floors. I have also removed the little hamster enclosure, which was at the back of the garage as well. I have also started to extend out the floor plan as well. So I've added in a couple of plates which are an extra 8 studs deep. And then I started to experiment and play around with what height I would need the garage to be at. So I have now been able to place the garage at an appropriate height to get the mission vehicle in and out, which I'm quite pleased about. So I'm really happy with how that's sort of coming along. However, one of the things that I have noticed is because of these bricks connect in with how the garage slides up and down, because they've got the groove on the inside, they do actually curl back at the back, which means that if they're curled down too much, then I can't get the vehicle in and out. I also suspect that I will actually need an extra little trans piece here at the top so that then there isn't going to be a gap at the top of the garage. However, I couldn't put that bit in because these side pieces aren't long enough. So probably later today I will go on to Bricklink and see if I can find these bricks, but a slightly longer version, so that then I'll be able to get the length of the garage door and for it to slide back without curling down, so that then I can easily get the mission vehicle in and out. So as you can see here, I have been able to extend out the garage, so I am fairly happy with this. I did have to do a couple of little modifications on the mission vehicle in order to make sure that it would fit, and unfortunately I can't leave the ladder on top of the vehicle in order to get it in and out of the garage. So that's a little bit disappointing. The part that I was hoping to find on Bricklink for this doesn't actually exist, so I'm going to have to make do with the parts that I have. So obviously now that the garage is taller, that's meant that the first floor is also up higher as well. So this is sort of placed gently on top, but not actually fully placed down yet, because I will need to do a little bit more work on that obviously. But most of the front you can see is sort of getting there. As we spin round, I have updated the side. So I have still kept the balcony area in there. I've added in an extra little lounge chair. I've put some windows at the back of the kitchen dining area. Because of the split level, I also wanted to include some windows along here as well to make sure that there was plenty of light getting into that kitchen area. And I also thought that it would look kind of cute I also thought that it would be really nice to be able to finish off the top of that ledge with some plants, but obviously I haven't put the flowers in yet. I'm still working on my staircase design. It's sort of getting there, and I think that that looks kind of cool. I thought I would make the most of the opportunity to have a staircase there rather than one of those ladders. So that's all that done. And then the back of the house, you can see that most of the lower level is sort of getting there. And I've also been able to put in the wooden paneling as well, which is also kind of cool. But the top section here still needs loads and loads of work as well. So these panels here aren't actually going to stay as panels. The same as that panel there, that's actually going to become these windows, but I don't have enough window frames at the moment. Same with in here, that's going to become window frames as well, but I don't have those. There will be paneling across the top here, but I have run out of the bricks with the studs. And I've also started to run out of the wooden tiling studs as well, but that's okay, I can just order those online. And then on this side, I've still got to really try and decide what I want to do. I think that this floor is going to be fine as is. I really want to try and keep that relatively simple. I think I might add in just a small row of the 2x2 windows all the way along here. But again, I'll have to just sort of see what that looks like. And then also just add in paneling up the top here as well. But again, I'll just have to see what that sort of looks like as well. So we'll just sort of see how we go with that. The interior of the downstairs hasn't changed at all. Oh, and I do also intend to put in a little back garden area out here as well. But I'm going to have to take everything apart in order to do that, so I haven't done that yet. And then the interior upstairs, I've kept the little table with the cushion chairs on there, the same as what it was previously. And then I've just added in 2 of the cupboards along that particular wall. And then I also want to make sure that I can add in the guitars as well along this back wall. So I've just got to get a piece that has the stud on the front and the back in order to be able to do that. So that's sort of coming along quite nicely and looking quite good. Oh, and you can see here that I've added in a couple of extra window boxes as well for there. So yeah, I've got quite a few parts to pick up on Bricklink. So I will be trying to make that order at some stage in the near future. Okay, so I think I'm just going to leave this video here for the moment because I am starting to lose the light and it's not going to be great for recording. I really hope that you've enjoyed seeing my design process today, and if you have, make sure that you give the video a big thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. If you've got any tips and hints for me, make sure that you pop them down below in the comment section. I do check that out on a really regular basis and I love reading what you guys have to say. Over the next few weeks, I will be doing updates on the Friendship House. So if you haven't already, make sure that you've subscribed to my channel and turned on the notification bell so you don't miss out. As always, I really hope that you guys have a fantastic week, and I'll see you next Wednesday for my weekly update. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. Of my rebuild. Oh, let's just make sure that I'm on screen.